Could you stand?
We all come from different places, different paths, different spaces, bringing so many questions, bringing our pain. We come from different families. Each of us has a story. Stumbling into the light, I see people like you and me. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we value complete acceptance of who we are. In this room, we walk towards complete forgiveness. In this room, we learn. The learning never ends. And we can choose anytime we want to begin again. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, there's gold dust in the air. In this room, possibilities everywhere. In this room, we stand when our hearts are torn. In this room, a new way of being together is being born. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we open our hearts. In this room, we grow together. In this room, we accept one another. In this room, come from different places, different paths, different spaces, bringing so many questions, bringing our pain. We come from different families. Each of us has a story. Stumbling into the light, I see people like you and me. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we value complete acceptance of who we are. In this room, we walk towards complete forgiveness. In this room, we learn. Learning never ends. And we can choose anytime we want to begin again. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, there's gold dust in the air. In this room, possibilities everywhere. In this room we stand when our hearts are torn. In this room, a new way of being together is being born. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left from different places, different paths, different spaces, bringing so many questions, bringing our pain. We come from different families. Each of us has a story. Stumbling into the light, I see people like you and me. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we value complete acceptance of who we are. In this room, we walk towards complete forgiveness. In this room, we learn. The learning never ends. And we can choose anytime we want to begin again. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, there's gold dust in the air. In this room, possibilities everywhere. In this room we stand.
Test, 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 test. Test, there it is. Thank you. Good morning. Stalwart beings that navigate divine ideas in the mind of God, who find it delightful and joyful to race in the rain in the winter. I don't get it, but I don't have to. I'm not doing it. But I celebrate their tenacity. All right, I am Reverend Ray Fellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader of this beloved Center for Spiritual Living Common Ground Community. And I am thrilled this morning that I get to hand off a whole lot of what I normally do. But I do want to start off by thanking Reverend Frank for being our practitioner this morning, because he will be doing the thank yous, and I just want to thank him preemptively so he's not there not thanking himself. Also, if you have a birthday in February, speak now. This is the last chance to be recognized. Yeah, we already got Sylvia. She got added to the list the first week. So if you do have a birthday in February, again, happy birthday. And what did I do with my clicker? See, I get out of my routine, and then I don't know what I'm doing. This is our last Sunday of celebrating our member of the month for February, Don Henderson. Don joined the center in the early 80s with his wife, Jane, when they were looking for a place to be in spiritual community with their kids and their family. Jane's father was one of the founding members of this center. So he has deep, deep roots with us. He has taken numerous classes, served on the board of trustees several times, used to serve as a bass player in the music ministry. And there you go, Don. Jamie's heard it now. My work here is done. He currently serves as the team lead for our live stream team, and he is the administrator of our Google account, and that keeps me from getting us in trouble because I know enough about Google admin on the account to be dangerous. Don knows enough to stop me. He also, behind the scenes, Don is the one who every Sunday he pulls the full live stream video and edits out the talk and the prayer and the music stuff, and then sends that out to everybody and plugs it into our YouTube page so that people that are looking for just the talk can actually get those. So he does a lot that we can see, and he does a lot that we can't see. There you go. Excellent. So now I get to turn this little box off and turn it over to Anam Cara. Anam Cara is Celtic for soul friend, and that is what they have named themselves.
Got it on. Good morning, CSL. It's so nice to see your faces. Stand with, oh hey, amen. Stand with us, if you will, embody your spirit as we open up this service and open up in sweet surrender. I'm glad y'all are here today, every little one of you.
Sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening, 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 I am opening. am opening. I am opening. I am one more time. I am opening. So. Thank you.
Bluetooth mode.
Good morning. My name is Dee, and welcome to our Sunday celebration. If you're joining us virtually, thank you for bringing us together by sharing this live stream on whatever social media platform you use. It's convenient for you. If this is your first time joining us at Center for Spiritual Common Ground, welcome. We want you to know whoever you are, whether you're the spiritual path you're on, and wherever you are in the spiritual path you're on, and celebrate with you. Thank you for checking out the information on our welcome table. It's good. And if you would like to complete a guest information card. And now let's affirm who we are and what we're about. Our vision, contributing to a world that works for everyone. Our mission, we are a diverse community of belonging and growth, sharing light and joy within ourselves while learning to see it in others. Our identity, we are a welcoming, inclusive spiritual community where everyone can be seen and heard. We lovingly practice the principles of science and mind in the world. You can access all of the activities and offerings this community has on our events calendar at Columbia. There are places to sit in. Zoom link is
We're still happy to bring it to you this morning. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Vaughn.
I am one, simple and plain, no superpowers, no famous name, but I stand tall, 'cause I believe something greater has come alive inside of me. I have felt the Spirit stirring in my soul, deep in my soul. I will give love, I will speak peace, all because of the love that's got a hold of me. So wide open, so amazing, it takes my breath away when it occurs to me. In a world where so many feel lost, I know God. I am one, but I'm not alone. When I'm with you, I am whole. Side by side, we'll find the truth. When the Spirit in me meets the same in you, I have felt this fire burning in my soul, deep in my soul. I will give love, I will seek peace, all because of the love that's got a hold of me. So wide open, so amazing, it takes my breath away when it occurs to me. In a world where so many feel lost, I know God. I will give love, I will speak peace, all because of the love that's got a hold of me. So wide open, so amazing, it takes my breath away when it occurs to me. In a world where so many feel lost, in a world where so many feel lost, in a world where so many feel lost, I know God. I know God. You may be seated.
Okay. First of all, live stream people, I apologize. If I knew what was causing the invasive hum other than the 40 megahertz wiring of the building, I would fix it most immediately. I suspect it's because we have a lot of equipment today and some of it is interfering with the system. I have done all the troubleshooting I can do and still do this. So, and I don't even know if you can actually hear me according to the text messages I'm getting, so brainwave. If I could, huh? Okay. Which that troubleshoots that, yes, it's something we have hooked up here. And we're not going to get that remedied today because they're going to turn them all back on here in a little while. All right. Service is our community value this morning. How is service showing up in your life? How are you being of service? What do you get out of being of service? How is somebody being in service to you? It's a full circle thing. Anybody? It's pretty hot, so just, you don't have to get real close.
Thank you. Service actually is the core of how I came to take any money, anything that I ever did. I was giving me away freely, which is how I like to be, and I had to be taught to have a little bit to come back to me in serving others. So when I say that I am my only client now, that's because the service retired.
Excellent. Who else? Yeah.
My name is Joy, and I've been spending a lot of time caring for my mom. She is 90, and she's not in good shape. She's now bedridden, and from what I've been told, she's on her way out. Honestly, I'm glad for her because she'll be out of pain and suffering. It's just hard dealing with this time frame with her. But there's a reason for it, and there is divine timing concerning her demise, physical demise. Of course, she lives beyond that, as we all know. And she's been more helpful on the other side. So, anyhow, that's the service that I'm providing at this point in my life, and I'm learning from it. So, thank you all.
Thank you. Who else? Eamon?
I'm in the same situation as Julie.
Yeah.
And the service that I wanted to mention is that my mom is in a memory care facility, and the nurse in charge there just keeps making, and the whole team there just keeps making themselves so available and so loving and helpful in supporting her and taking care of her and supporting us and our care for us. And I keep telling them I love you guys, and they're just amazing. So that's the service that I'm experiencing. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Anybody else? Yeah. There you go.
Since my sister's not raising her hand, my sister's been in service to my parents in the last 2 years with my mother, who's 90, will be 91 this year. I live right next door, but day after day, week after week, year after year, she's been in service to my parents and my mother, and I so appreciate everything she's done. Not that it doesn't take a toll over time. So I'm here for 2 weeks, every 2 months or so, to be in partial service to my sister. So lots of love and support from my wonderful sister whose birthday is just 2 days away. So y'all send extra love and energy to fuel for my sister. And it's a wonderful family. Gloria and support her also.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Whenever we serve, we are being served.
True that. So I know Miss Zeta just walked in. She hadn't even had time to breathe yet, but I know she's got something to say.
The beauty of service, right? All divine. I wanted to share with you just quickly our service, our collective service on within our global organization, the Centers for Spiritual Living. We have a number of members who have served in the past on the 5 councils that comprise the Centers for Spiritual Living. And currently, Claudette Gadsden serves on the Leadership Council, and I serve on the Member Council.
And Deborah serves on the Practitioner Council.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Deborah has served for quite a while. The Member Council is dedicated to representing the interests of the members of our collective organization. So for all the centers, the members, their views, their interests, their concerns, the Member Council attempts to represent those interests to the larger organization. And one of the ways we do that is by holding monthly forums. It's just a Zoom call, and people from all over the country, sometimes from outside the country, international organizations, participate. And we get to share ideas and to talk about our common concerns and interests. This Thursday is the monthly forum. This Thursday evening, it is from 7 to 8. It's just an hour's time. The beautiful part of our organization is that Rev Ray in our weekly newsletter, if you go to the very bottom of the newsletter and click on view the entire message, you'll see more information about the Centers for Spiritual Living and links to events that are posted in the newsletter. So for the forum, all you have to do, go to the bottom of our weekly newsletter, click on view the entire message, and there's a link for the member forum. It will take you to the posting in the newsletter, and there you'll see use this link. So everyone is welcome. Come this week, next month, whenever. We would appreciate hearing your views and your concerns and just sharing time together. It's so interesting to talk to people from all over the country. We have representation from Canada, any other countries that have participated so far, but it's been interesting. Thank you very much, Rev.
You bet. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so being of service, sometimes for me is the simplest thing. It's just showing up. And, I think it helps a lot if I tune in and go with what feels right in my gut. The worst thing is if I have an agenda. Either for myself as I go through whatever in my service, or if I have an agenda I think has to do with someone else, trying not to impose it, but just to be present and go with what feels right and pay attention, as I serve to the what's going on around me, so that I can stay safe inside of myself, I suppose. Not overgive for people like me who tend to be a little too empathic, but to be available both for myself and others at the same time.
Thank you. And thank you, Jamie, for being in service to Zeta by getting her a chair. I saw that. All right. So, we're going to move on because I'm looking at the clock and I'm trying to be less Pentecostal and keep you all day. Sometimes it's just in my bones. So, yes. I just want to comment that this happens because people are in service to you, to this community. All that stuff gets set up in service to what we're doing. All this gets set up in service to what we're doing. The online engagement is in service to what we're doing and connecting our online community with us. So thank you, everybody that participates in making this happen by serving this community and one another. Thank you. So this is the wheel. We do have at least one person that is new here today. Welcome. This is to give what we're doing here back to you. Our topic this morning, our overall topic this year is open at the top. Today, this month. God, come on, Rafe. Boop. Slow down. This month, we're looking at getting beyond our comfort zone. And today, we're really looking at standing on the edge of the collective thought. Standing on the edge of what's possible. And so we're going to spin this and see how all that's going to get contextualized this morning. This is the wheel of, I don't know what I'm going to talk about until it does this. Nope, we did that last week. Right? Okay. Why do we argue for our limitations? That one we did that one a couple weeks ago. Whoever's in charge of this wheel needs to get on the ball. How do we control our emotional reactions? There's a lot in that. It could happen. It could happen. So we're going to take all this into our time of meditation and contemplation, our spiritual practice. Our reader is going to come. We're going to do our candle lighting ritual, our sacred reading, then our meditation, and then Reverend Frank will do our opening prayer. You're on. Yep. As soon as Vaughn turns it on the board.
As we light the second candle, we honor as a path of compassion and four noble truths. As we light the fourth candle, we honor Baha'i as a path of unity and peace. instrument of thy peace. Teach me to order my days with that sure touch. Order. Teach me how to order my days, that with sure touch I may say the right word at the right time in the right way, lest I betray the spirit of thy peace. Let me not be deceived by my own insecurity and weakness, which would make me hurt another as I try desperately to help myself. Keep watch with me, O my Creator, over the days of my life, that with abiding enthusiasm I may be in such possession of myself that each day I may offer to Thee the full, unhampered use of me in all my parts as an instrument of Thy peace. Amen.
Here's a little known Black history science of mind fact. Pearl C. Wood was born in a small Arkansas town in 1892. A teacher, she became a seeker of spiritual truth. She relocated to Kansas City, where she became active in church instead of work. In 1930, she went to California. There she visited various churches but could not find the spiritual uplift she desired until one day a voice inside her said, "The thing you're looking for is within you." She returned to Kansas City and became an ordained minister in the Metropolitan Spiritual Church of Christ. A short time later, she permanently moved to LA and founded Triangular Church of Truth in her living room in 1932. She became affectionately known as Mother Wood. The church grew, and 24 years later, in 1956, she affiliated with Religious Science. Ernest Holmes loved Mother Wood's ministry, and in one event stunned the crowd announcing, "If she's your mother, then I'm your father." When Mother Wood retired in 1972, her son-in-law, Dr. Philip Pitts, became senior minister at Triangular Center for Spiritual Living. And when he retired, her grandson, Reverend Greg Pitts, stepped into leadership. Mother, son-in-law, and grandson, 3 generations of strong spiritual leadership. Dr. Pearl C. Wood, a Black evolutionary in science of mind.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find God, I find myself. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence, I find God. I find God. I find
and in the things perhaps not so perfect. And as I know that this thing called God loves me and expresses through me, I know this thing expresses and loves every single person here in this room. Every single person here in this room, every single person online, every single person not affiliated with us, every single person across this planet, those who are in form and those who are out of form. Because it's all God. I know that this service is done in divine perfection. And for that, I am grateful. And I release this to the law, knowing it's done in mind and form. And so it is.
You can hear it now.
I'm going to share with you a little reminder today. Ties in beautifully to the prayer and especially the reading. It's called Humble and Kind.
Cause your mama says to visit grandpa every chance that you can. It won't be wasted time. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble. To you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why: bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and between sleeping with someone you love. I love you ain't no pickup line. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. Yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Yeah. Shut off the AC and roll the windows down. Let that summer sun shine. Always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget, turn back around and help the next one in line. Always stay humble and kind.
take a breath together. No. No, you cannot. You already forgot what the question was, didn't you? Can you control your emotions? No. The bigger question is, why do you want to? What is so egregious about your normal biological emotions that you feel a need to control them? What is so threatening about your biology that you feel a need to control them? Because emotions are biological. Feelings are thought produced. Emotion simply means to emote, to move energy. That's all it is. And biologically, our emotions have a 90-second cycle. 90 seconds. So if you're having something going on with your emotions longer than 90 seconds, it's no longer about your emotions. It's about what's happening above your neck. It's what you're telling yourself about your emotions. But the physiological process, 90 seconds if we just leave it alone. Interestingly enough, in my talk notes, in one of the points of views to share, we live in a time of outrage fatigue. Why? Might have something to do with trying to control our emotions. And it might have something to do with trying to control our emotions because we've looped our emotions in with other people's behavior. And our efforts to try to control, see, it begins and ends there. We can stop at the word control. Why do we want to control things? How many of you want to voluntarily be controlled? Anybody? Yeah, I didn't think so. But yet we seek to control. But we don't want to be controlled. I'm just saying, y'all, that might be kind of, sort of, in some realm, a bit of a double standard. Might kind of, sort of be. And it might be based 100% in a lie. That somehow controlling things will make you safe. No, it won't. It will keep you limited. It will keep you in the comfort zone of familiarity. Right? Today we're talking about the edge of possible. What would you actually know? What would you actually believe? What might you actually do if you really believed in possibility? Because this whole outrage fatigue is screaming, I don't believe in possibility. The hate will hate the hater until hate stops. I will scream over you until I'm heard. The oppressed will oppress the oppressor until oppression stops. Doesn't work that way. The controlled will seek to control the controllers until controlling stops. Do you hear how ridiculous it is? It doesn't work. Here's the one thing you can control: what you tell yourself. The narrative that you are running in your head is 100% your authority to change. 100%. Because you wrote it. See, that's the piece we don't own. The narrative you're running in your head, you are the author. So you're the only one that gets to be the editor. Anybody in here, show of hands, that is willing to volunteer to let someone else tell them what to think, when to think it, how often to think it, and what to do when you think it? Anybody? No? Stop trying to tell other people what to think. Stop it. And it's not even their thoughts that we're upset with. It's behavior. And we think that we can make somebody behave differently while we refuse to allow anyone else to tell us how to behave. I'll own that. Right? When someone behaves in a manner that hurts, I want to control them. This is what Howard Thurman says. This, if you have the book, The Inward Journey, this is on page 34. Of the great number of people who feel outraged over what seems to be a terrible miscarriage of justice, how many do something concrete about it? All the energy is exhausted in such remarks. How awful. What a tragedy. Something ought to be done. What a shame. Again, our emotional reaction to situations causes us to adapt measures that bring quick and temporary relief from the immediate pressures on us, but do not have much effect on the situations themselves. The real purpose is only to relieve ourselves. Somehow we must find that which is big enough to absolve us of artificial and ineffective methods for increasing welfare and well-being. This means the large view, the great faith, which will release the vast courage. We have to believe in something we can't see in order to see it. If we don't believe change is possible, we're part of the problem. Because our very belief that this is never going to change, you know this, you know how law operates. Law says, okay, and things stop changing. At least for you. We have to be able to see something bigger. And most of us are so stuck in what we don't want, we can't even see what we do want. We're so focused outwardly. Some of you send me TikTok videos, and they're wonderful. I love them. And somebody sent me one that I actually was able to put to use recently. Because so often, when we're in our pain, we just want God to take it away. Suddenly, we've become dualistic, and God is outside of us, and we're going to outsource our pain and no longer participate in our own lives or the solution. It don't work that way. And somebody sent me one that is profoundly ridiculous and so anchored in truth. And I have to clean it up a bit. But it's based in this comedian that's talking about when you can't outsmart people, perhaps we have to outdumb them. Right? When people are not open to logic, why do we continue to barrage them with logic that goes nowhere? That's not about them, that's about us. And so he went into this story about he's sitting in the place getting his tires changed, and he's a white guy with a beard like me, who people assume we belong to a certain club because we look like this and have a southern accent. And so this guy sits down beside him, and it happens that CNN is on the news in the lobby, and it's talking about abortion rights. He nudges him and he says, "Ain't abortion a shame?" And this poor guy is like, he thinks I'm on his team. I'm so not. He took a breath, and he reasoned inside of himself as he explains that logic is not going to be effective here. What is the dumbest thing I can say? What is the absolute dumbest thing I can say that just might register? He said, I put on my voice, and he said, it really is. Abortion really is a shame, and that's why I love gay people so much. And he said, this whole boy said, he said, you could just watch his head explode. Right? And he's like, what? And he's like, no, really, gay people get the least amount of abortions. If you're pro-life, you kind of got to be pro-gay. Right? Maybe we don't have to struggle so much. Maybe we just have to realize, oh, this is the realm I'm in this moment. If logic isn't welcome, stop using it. Right? Know your audience. Know your audience. And if saying anything is going to put you at physical risk, shut up. That's not even hard. Right? There are some places where I'm not going to identify myself as a transgender man. Right? Probably not going to do that if I'm just happen to find myself at a place where there's a lot of Klansmen. No, not going to share with them who I'm married to. Why would I? It's not going to change what they think, but it could rearrange my body parts. Right? What's motivating you? Is possibility motivating you, or are you busy trying to change what is not yours to change? There's a difference, folks. You don't get to change me. I don't get to change you. Do you realize that no matter how many conversations you've had, no matter how inspired you've been, no one has ever changed anything about you except you? Do you get that? Do you get that that's true about everybody else too? It's mind-boggling to me that when I treat Deborah with respect, when I treat her like she is the most precious gift in my life, because she is, the majority of comments go to, wow, she really trained you well. Right? Because that's the old paradigm, is that women have to train men to be respectful. Right? I posted something on Facebook about, it was just a vertebrae. And I said, this is a picture of answered prayer. This is a picture of answered prayer because a new vertebrae has manifested itself in the spine of our Supreme Court. That's what I posted. Somebody felt the need to relate that to male genitalia, saying they need to grow a pair of stones. Now here's what's sad to me about that. That was a woman doing that. That we can't even stand in our own integrity as females without relating it to maleness, because somehow maleness is more powerful than the spine that everybody has that holds them upright. See, these are the deep, deep stuff in our collective consciousness that we are empowered to heal, but not to change how somebody else uses it. We're empowered to notice it. We're empowered to realize, oh wow, I just finally heard that. Right? I grew up in the South. I've used the phrase, instead of there are multiple ways to do a thing, I grew up with the phrase, there's more than one way to skin a cat. How violent! What a violent phrase. And okay, newsflash, 66, I just heard that yesterday. I heard myself say it, and yesterday the light went on, and I'm like, oh my God. What a violent phrase. Right? We say things all the time with no awareness of what we're actually saying, because we've said it so often, we don't actually hear what we're saying. And so I invite you, in order to get to the edge of possibility, identify where you are. See, I think I'm living in possibility when I'm on a recliner in the back of the cave, instead of at the edge of stepping into the unknown. I don't even realize I'm in the recliner, all comfortable in my limitations. Because I've been in them so long, I don't even think of them as limitations. Anybody? That's just how it's always been. Ain't nothing always been anything. Hear me. Ain't nothing always been anything. Every breath is new. And so we are at an opportunity with every breath to make it new. To catch ourselves. To not berate yourself. When you hear that phrase, please, I beg you, do not berate yourself. Just simply, whoa, wow, heard that? This is what's true. There's a lot of different ways to do a thing. Saying the same thing, but now it's humble and kind. Right? Instead of poor cats. I mean, it's just like, oh my God. You know, and so you might get stuck in the oh my godness of it for a little while, that how long I've said that, how many times I've said that, whatever it is. And those of us born and raised in the South, it is so deep in our makeup. We got all these phrases that, seriously, in college, I'm good. When I moved to California, I needed a translator because I did not know I spoke English and Southern. I did not know I was bilingual, and people in California were like, what? Right? So it doesn't always translate. You may be the only one hearing you, and the thought may be silent within you. Right? And we got a lot of them, and I can't cover them all, but just the whole nonsense that we make up about women drivers. Right? Let it go. Because it's not true. It's about people. If driving were based on gender, it would be very different. It's not. That is a misogynistic phrase that we were taught that we continue to perpetuate. Stop saying it. Stop it. Hey, that's just a simple one. You have your own, and you know what they are. Start there with the edge of possibility. How would you language things differently if you really heard what you were saying? I'll offer you this, and then I'm going to wrap it up. No, you cannot control your emotions, but you can choose how you respond. You can choose what you do with them. You can choose the narrative you write about them. That you can choose. Right? The emotion, no. The feeling, yes. The feeling, thoughts create feelings, feelings create urges, urges lead to actions. Emotions are a biological process. They are a physiological reaction to something. That's all it is. Just have it and then pay attention to what you're telling yourself about it. That is your agency to change, to participate in. And I invite you, let go of the word control, right? To be present with, to take dominion, right? Instead of trying to control your life, be an active participant in it. Right? Because control suggests, I'm going to get it under control and that's where it'll stay. No, it won't. Because you're in a constantly changing place called planet Earth. Nothing in creation. Einstein said it, and it's absolutely true. The one thing I know for certain is that everything is always moving. Nothing is controlled. Nothing. I mean, even when you put your vehicle on speed control, you notice your speedometer goes up and down? Even that doesn't control your speed. It mitigates it, it keeps it in a range, but it doesn't control it. It doesn't stay at 55. Right? Let it go. Be present so that you're participating, so that you're in the driver's seat, so that you're not outsourcing your life to the control of something else because you've decided you're not capable. Because you are. Are you going to make mistakes? Yes. Congratulations. So what? Mistakes are not flags of failure, they're markers of progress. Because at least you did something. Right? You did something, so you know that, okay, this ain't it, but let me try this. And then you get feedback. And then you go again and you get feedback. Right? The hardest thing that I think we get to do right now is to be present in situations that we don't want to be present in. To be fully present in the pain of humanity right now. To be fully present. We say we believe in oneness, but man, we keep stepping off little by little. Right? To be fully present in the wholeness of life, not as a victim, as an authority, as the agency of your divine makeup. See, that's where we're missing the boat. We have this phrase, and I'm so trying to get away from metaphysical bumper stickers. But coming up through prac study and ministerial, if you spot it, you got it. Well, guess what? All that means is that the universe, the law of cause and effect, has reflected it back to you because you are equipped to be a part of the healing of it. That's why. And so when you see it, instead of grabbing hold of it by the throat and trying to choke it, instead of this outrage, fatigue, thank you. Thank you. This is what is spiritually true. And that's why we do treatment. We're healing. We're bringing thought into alignment with spiritual principle. Ernest Holmes says over and over again, there is no such thing as your mind and my mind. There is only mind. Prayer is a movement of consciousness. Capital C. It is a movement of the stuff. It is a pouring of the jello into the mold. That is what we have the agency to do if we let go of the person and the situation that it came out of. Who cares? You are spiritually equipped to be a part of the solution, or you wouldn't be in your awareness. Celebrate that you are equipped and aware, and get about the business of treating for the healing of that thought. Not the change of that person, the healing of that thought. It ain't about the person. And the minute you think it is, you're doing the same thing they're doing. So you're still treating to heal your own thought. Newsflash. We got this. And I really am going to stop with this. Some of you have heard this story before. But it's very alive in me in this moment. We may never see the answered prayer. We may never see it in this physical realm. That doesn't mean it didn't get answered. One of my mentors, Reverend Deborah Johnson, grew up with Michael Beckwith. Started Inner Light Ministries in Santa Cruz. African American lesbian woman, and it's important to know that for this story. She's on a prayer panel at East Bay Church of Religious Science at a prayer symposium, and somebody from the audience was challenging her about prayer being answered. And you say all prayer is answered, but I don't see it. And she paused, and she went inside. And when she opened her eyes, what she said was, I am the answered prayer of my ancestors. I am the answered prayer of enslaved people who claimed freedom. I am the answered prayer of homosexuals in Nazi Germany Holocaust who claimed freedom. I am the answered prayer of my ancestors. You may never see it. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. Hold on to that. Let's take this into prayer. And so what I know by right of creation, by right of being in form, is that there is only one. That it is manifesting itself, expressing itself, animating itself in the multiplicity of form. And so all form, and therefore all people, all animals, minerals, vegetables, seen and unseen, are this one, individualized. And so all must be the activity of the infinite. And so I claim and affirm that the activity of the infinite is coming into alignment with itself. That through that brilliant window of awareness, we each take ownership, stand on the agency of our birthright to heal, to bring thought into alignment with the truth of being, letting go of the outcome, letting go of even the idea of control, and simply being in the breath and the possibility of the infinite made manifest in form. And I am grateful. I am grateful that everything that appears to need to be healed is already healed. I am grateful for the opportunity that in this world of cause and effect, that effect is revealed to me so that I can become aware of cause and move consciousness in a different direction, knowing that there will be a different effect. And I don't need to know when or how or where or why, but I trust that it is done. And knowing that it is done, I release. I constantly circle back over and over again, releasing all of the noise chatter in my brain, all of the conditioned thinking that tells me no, all of the doubts, all of the fears. I meet them with love and simply remind them it is done. And I invite you to join me as we say together, and so it is. Well, I read two things out of my notes. Jamie, let me swipe your microphone because the one we had up here is not working so well. Hey.
Vaughn gave me one.
Okay.
I guess it's leftovers.
Somewhere you're on here. There you go.
Right there. I'd like to invite Jamie and Aman Kara to come forth to get ready to sing us another song as we move into our time of conscious giving. There are several ways to give. You can text the word give to 410-498-6175. You can mail a check to 659 Cog Court, Millersville, Maryland, 21108. You can access the giving portal at columbiacsl.com/donate or use a QRS code. If you have any challenges, you can reach out to me or a board member or Reverend Rafe who can assist you. Please join me in affirming our community's prosperity. I affirm that the abundance of creation is my abundance. I give freely as creation gives to me. I give through this Center for Spiritual Living to ensure its continued availability to all spiritual seekers. And would the ushers please come up and pass the baskets?
I wrote this song about a little over a year ago. It's called Don't Have to Wait, and it's an exclamation point to the talk. And I love how God weaves these things together. God's my rock, I stand firm upon it. Nothing shakes me, God's always on it for all time. It's all fear must flee when truth answers the door. Faith comes in right there on the dance floor. Freedom's mine for all time. My acceptance brings it for the mountains move, and of course I move too, 'cause it's true. I don't have to posted that. Yeah.
One of the duties as practitioners, we get to bless the offering. So, with that, knowing the truth that God blesses us, each and every one of us, exactly as we are in love and in joy and in peace, and in finances and in everything. I give thanks for this blessing of this contribution to keep the church open, to serve us all, to help us to share the message of God as working and expressing through all of us. And I release this knowing it's done in mind, and so it is. Okay. Oops. It's my privilege to thank everyone who served today. Our hospitality team member, Danielle Wong. Our service host and reader, Mindy Derrick. Our welcome team members, Nancy and Tom Wilson. Our video and live stream techs, Jesse Dabbs and Zeta Johnson-Betts. Our audio tech, Vaughn Dabbs. Our online engagement team, Gail Peterson. To Dale and the beloved Harry, who were our fabulous ushers. Our speakers, Reverend Rafe. Our musicians, Amankara or Soul Friends, which would be Jamar Bradley, Clint Hardnett, Noah Rivera, Gary Hardnett, and Jamie Hudson Craig. And everyone who's assisted with setting up before service, and everyone who's going to help tear down after service. Thank you all. Thank you all for attending. And remember, we create this experience. Prayer support is available. You can do it by going to requesting prayer at columbiacsl.com. There's a prayer request form over there, which I will pick up after service if you would like anything. And I'm available to pray with anyone immediately after service behind the screen. Please, if you keep your socialization in here, that way anyone who needs prayer can have some privacy outside. Okay. If you desire spiritual support beyond prayer, some of our licensed practitioners are available to provide you with spiritual guidance and coaching through paid spiritual practitioner sessions. Each practitioner sets their own schedule and fees, so reach out to whoever you want to and whoever you want to work with. You can access their information on the practitioner tab on our webpage. So, I invite you to listen as I read our affirmation through once, and then we'll read it out loud together. I am participating in the revelation of a world of harmony and peace. I am participating in the revelation of a world of harmony and peace. Okay.
All right. So, real quickly, a couple of reminders. And again, thank you. Thank you for being an amazing community. What you're not going to see on the slide that Don just texted me, for those of you who are hockey fans, the U.S. won gold. So, there you go. I love it that he knows me well enough to text me that. All right. So our town hall meeting is changing from Wednesday night to Tuesday night so that we eliminate the conflict that we have with class offerings. So our next town hall will be Tuesday, February 24th. This is your community. Show up. Be a part of molding it. because that's how it happens. Mental equivalence. If you want to learn how to change your life, this is it. Because creation, consciousness, whatever you call it, can only fill the mold you hold. It's just that simple. Changing your mental equivalent changes the mold. Voila, changes your experience. The Women's Circle. Reverend Jenna and Jenny Robertson are going to be hosting that meeting. If you've ever been a part of the Women's Circle gathering, please show up. Be a part of its next iteration because it's your group. They're offering to facilitate coming up with how that's going to be, what that's going to look like. I don't get to come because I look like this. I'm just saying. But I hear it's a wonderful group. And then next week, well, this month, we launch a new month next week. It is going to be so much fun because the whole next month, we're just going to explore what if. What if? All right. Pure imagination. We're going to be singing the song, Pure Imagination, every Sunday. Yes. And it'll be Lou Rawls' version of it because it's got a little more pep in its step. And we're also going to have fun singing. And if you know where it's from, great. And if you don't, I encourage you to go consult the Gospel According to Google so you too can laugh. But the song, Put One Foot in Front of the Other, is an amazing metaphysical song. Huh? Yes, there it is. There it is. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It's the song that was sung to Meisterberger when he was trying to learn that he could actually change. It's a brilliant, fun song. It has nothing to do with Christmas and everything to do with changing. Yeah, so that's going to be our fun songs. I will put those in the newsletter so you can actually avail yourself of them if you want. And we will continue to do I Stand for Love as our closing song. And so now I'm going to shut up and let them do our closing song.
This is a waiting situation, okay? We are going to do our closing song. I would love to hear how to. I'm Rev Rafe. You gotta help me out on this one. I don't know how to sing this song. All right, we've played this like I think once we've played this together, and it is not an easy song.
I'm gonna have to do it from over here so I can.
That's
see
right.
what I'm
You're
doing
gonna
with
see
the
our
words.
backs because we're gonna go like this.
All right, here we go.
All right, ready?
But I will help you.
Are troubling me so much I can hardly see through the walls keeping us apart. You got your views and I got mine, but we're together in this moment in time. I hope that you can hear me with your heart. I'm not trying to push you away, but I've got something that I've got to say. I stand for love, I stand for peace, I stand for humanity, and the good of all. I stand for hope, I stand for faith, I stand for freedom, and the good of all. I stand, I stand, I stand. Would you stand with me? Learning that there's a better way. Can we agree to disagree. Never see eye to eye. Go ahead. Anyone? The way we can survive. I'm not trying to push you away, but I've got something that I've got to say. I stand for love. I stand for peace. I stand for humanity and the good of all. I stand for hope. I stand for faith. I stand for freedom and the good of all. I stand. I stand. I stand. Would you stand with me? I stand. I stand. I stand. Could you stand with me? I stand. I stand. I stand. Would you stand with me? I stand. I stand. I stand. Could you stand with me? Stand. I stand. I stand. Could you stand with me? I stand. Last time through. I stand. I stand. Could you stand with me?
Have a fabulous week.
You've got 10 more months to learn it.
These times are troubling me so much I can hardly see through the walls keeping us apart. You got your views and I got mine, but we're together in this moment in time. I hope you can hear me with your heart. I'm not trying to push you away, but I've got something I've got to say. I stand for love, I stand for peace, I stand for humanity and the good of all. I stand for hope, I stand for faith, I stand for freedom and the good of all. I stand, I stand, I stand. Would you stand with me? I stand, I stand, I stand. Could you stand with me? When we don't understand, we turn away instead of learning that there could be another way. Can we agree to disagree? We may never see things eye to eye, but we can hold on to the love between you and I. It's the only way we'll survive. And I'm not trying to push you away, but I got something I've got to say. I stand for love, I stand for peace, I stand for humanity and the good of all. I stand for hope, I stand for faith, I stand for freedom and the good of all. I stand, I stand, I stand. Would you stand with me? I stand, I stand, I stand. Oh, could you stand with me? Now I stand, ooh, I stand, I stand. Would you stand with me? I stand, I stand, I stand. Oh, I stand. Could you stand